Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about life, and I had just read a story about a pastor who invited somebody in to do a revival. Actually, they called him and asked if they could come. And the one thing in this whole process that he didn't do, and he admittedly spoke of it, was he didn't go and ask God directly if he was supposed to allow this person to come and share. He was excited about the revival. He was excited about the ministry and the healing and the touch from God that would come from something like that. He'd been praying for years for something like this, but he didn't specifically ask God if that person was the person to do it. And I get that. I do the same thing on a regular basis, and you probably do too. You get excited about the idea of having somebody there, or you excited about something you've been praying about, and this seems to be the answer. And then you say, well, it must be God because I've been praying for this thing, and so this has to be the answer. And so you move. Sometimes God works it out in our favor, but many times, because we didn't ask, we didn't get what God wanted. I do that. I know you do as well. We all do. We get excited about something that has possibility, and we forget to ask God. You know, in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 18, it says, finalize plans with counsel and wage war with sound guidance. And sometimes we'll even go and ask other people about what they think about this thing that has presented itself, this opportunity. But they don't actually go to God and ask, right? And it's important that we remember that God has the final say-so. And we should be asking him, and not just asking and then deciding, but asking and waiting for the answer. It's critical that we do that. So many times we get ahead of ourselves and we do good things, but they're not necessarily the God thing we're supposed to do. And we need to be willing to wait, even though it looks like we're foolish in the moment for waiting. Sometimes we just need to remember that we can get counsel for our plans. We can go into battle with sound guidance from other people. But unless we seek it from God, the answer isn't finished. Now, there are times where you don't have a complete answer and you've waited and you have to make a decision. That sound guidance from others, that good counsel from others, very often is the answer from God. But unless you specifically asked him, you won't know. Because there are times where when you specifically ask, he says no. And then you need to follow that. There are times where he doesn't say anything. And that might mean yes, or it might mean wait. And then there are times where he gives a direct answer to you, yes, move. And he confirms it through others. It sounds confusing, but what I'm saying is don't leave God out of the equation just because it feels like everything else is lined up. Ask him anyway. It's critical in every decision you make in life. I love y'all. I hope I helped someone today. God bless.